Hello everyone, Valeric here of Unfair.co, and in today's video we're going to look at the Artificer tradecraft from Guild Wars 2. Specifically how to level from 1 to 75 in your artificing skills as quickly as possible. Now some basic things you'll need are 30 tiny scales, 30 tiny claws, tiny totems, bone chips, tiny venom stacks, and vials of weak blood. Additionally, you'll need to have about a total of 350 green wooden planks. You gain wooden planks from green wooden logs. Additionally, you need about 300 copper ore and 30 lumps of tin. Now all of these can be gathered, except for the lump of tin, which you have to purchase from your Master Artificer. To do that, speak to any trainer and hit I need artificing supplies.
I need to speak to you.
A lump of tin will be the first thing in the menu there. They cost 80 copper for 10. So you want to buy 3 of these.
How can I help?
Goodbye.
Bring up the menu. Now, unfortunately this isn't pure
Greetings.
from the start. I did a little bit just to make sure it was working a little while ago. But the first thing you will do is you will go under refinement and you will make wooden planks and wooden dowels. First thing you will need to do is refine wooden planks and
How's
wooden
it going?
dowels. To start off, make 24 planks and 24 dowels. Now I already have 125 planks here, so I'm skipping that. But for the dowels, we shall put 24. And we will hit the craft button. Now it starts out slow, but the more you do, it goes turbo speed, so crafting will not take too long.
I carry only the highest quality goods.
So now I have my wooden dowels and wooden planks here. So you'll need 30 of these, so go ahead and hit craft all.
Melissa
The next step is inscriptions. You will need to make 4 vital green inscriptions, which are made using dowels and bone chips. So go ahead and craft 3 of those. 4 of these. Same thing with the mighty green inscription. They use green wooden dowels and vials of weak blood. So go ahead and craft 4 of these. And once again with the malign green inscriptions, which come from green wooden dowels and tiny venom stacks. So go ahead and craft 4 more. If, like me, you are still not at level 25 artificing, you'll need to go ahead and craft more of these until you reach that point.
May the Six watch over you.
Alright, now that we're at 25 artificing skill, it's time to keep going. Start off by making healing green inscriptions, precise green inscriptions, and resilient green inscriptions. Make 4 of each of these, just like the lower tier. With all that done, it's time to start crafting components. These are in the component tab shown here. Now you will need 7 bronze trident heads. So go ahead and get those cooking.
Yes.
And with this trident heads, you will need 7 trident shafts. Next, you need to make 7 focus casings and focus cores. Same with scepter rods and scepter cores, and staff heads and staff shafts. 7 of everything. With all materials in hand, it is now time to move over to the discovery pane and combine the components with an inscription in order to discover new recipes. This should take you all the way up to level 50 and even beyond. The discovery pane is located on the left side here, in the production thing, in the upper left hand corner. Now the way this works is you drag a component in, and it grays out everything that cannot be used with it, and only leaves the available things in there. It also narrows down the amount of available unknown recipes. So we put in a trident head, now we're going to put in the trident shaft, and any of these. So let's go with the resilient green inscription. And oh look, this looks like something. Craft the item to save the recipe. so you shall craft it. And you get the recipe for a resilient, cruel trident. You can craft more if you wish to produce them, but I would not do so if you're just looking to level up. So now let's do it again. Notice this time that the resilient great inscription is grayed out, because we already know that recipe. Instead of 12 possible unknowns, we only have 11. So just keep doing this and dragging everything out here. And
I'm gonna get you. Roar! Get away!
once you have achieved level 50 in your Artificer training, depending on how many materials you made, or if you've got critical successes, you might be past that point like I am. I'm just under 53 at the moment. But now it's time to begin making masterwork or green quality items. These require additional materials above and beyond those of blue quality, but you also gain a significant amount more crafting experience when making these items. So it's best to create them once you have exhausted all previous discoveries, which you should have done following this guide up to this point. You're going to want to create 16 bronze-plated dowels. Now I had already made 8, so I'm just going to craft 8 more here. And then you will want to create any mighty, or any of the masterwork quality inscriptions. So I'm going to go with mighty for now. Well, no. What you make depends highly on what materials you have left. So I'm going to craft 1 mighty, 2 precise, and I guess 1 healing. And I'm going to go back to my discovery pane and put these items in here once again and try to discover more things. That gave me 2 levels. So let's try it again with the scepter this time. More levels. And you keep going until you reach level 75.
I have everything you need.
And that brings us to level 75, Initiate Artificer.
I have everything you
I hope you have found this guide helpful. Look forward to our 75 to 150 guide coming soon.